Namaste, beautiful friends. This is Elle with Sacred Union Spiritual Wellness, a channel dedicated to uplifting and enhancing your spiritual well-being. Welcome to today's video. Today is March 12th. And so I want to talk through the most pertinent aspect of the astrology so that you understand the energy coming in from the cosmos, and then I will pull a tarot reading to get some detail on how these energies may play out for you so that you can be aware and therefore have a plan to respond instead of react, because responses generally bring us more positive outcomes. So that's how we uplift and enhance our spiritual well-being, by being in an energy of balance so that we can respond to any energy we encounter. Okay, so what is the astrological feature of today? Well, it is the Sun conjunct Saturn in Pisces at 22 degrees. So let me share with you what this might mean energetically for you. Okay, so the first one I want to talk about is, where are your efforts needed the most? Now, throughout this eclipse week, we have been talking about kind of a refinement, clarification process where we are going to focus on what is most meaningful to us. Where should we channel, direct, and highlight our efforts and energies so that we get the maximum potential? And in today's energy, this is likely going to be about a responsibility. And even though we have the chop wood, carry water mentality, it's important to realize that today the emphasis is on how you carry that burden. How are you going to carry your responsibilities today? The energy is suggestive that we carry our responsibilities with dignity, with grace, from an empowered point of view, no matter how challenging. Knowing that we have divine support, that we are loved and trusted with this responsibility, is a great signifier of our spiritual strength. And the words that came through were dignified, dedicated diplomacy. So there may be some talking points today that need to be illuminated around some of these responsibilities, or maybe burdens that you carry, where you need to share a particular point of view or explain the depth of this responsibility, and you're asked to do so with dedication and diplomacy. All right, what else? So this is kind of how I'm summing it up. Carry on. Carry whatever burden you feel you must. Carry it with grace, dignity, and honor. And carry on. This is going to begin a new chapter as we come up on this full moon lunar eclipse in Virgo. And then we have a couple of other major aspects that I really haven't talked about, and I probably need to do a whole video on. That is the end of the Kali Yuga at the end of March, the galactic center becoming activated, and the solar cycle being at solar maximum. So those are all really important energetic aspects that are going to really infiltrate your physical being, your spiritual being, your emotional being, and all of these are going to affect your spiritual wellness. So let me cleanse and clear this space, and then I'll pull some tarot and get some details on how this may play out for you. Okay, let's get started on the tarot. Now, you notice that I have pulled the Wheel of Luck. That is like Wheel of Fortune energy. It was the card that made itself most obvious during the pre-shuffle. And it says, all things are aligned in your favor and luck is on your side. Now, the Wheel of Fortune is Sagittarius energy ruled by Jupiter, the great benefic. And so this tells me that this is going to be expansive energy today. It's going to be positive, and whatever you're focusing your energy on is going to expand. So focus on the positive. But I also want to remind us about this full moon coming up. The full moon in Virgo. This is an eclipse moon, so the energies are going to be greatly intensified. But it says take inspired action. So I really feel like this is, with the aspect to the North Node that I've already talked about this week, I really feel like this is beginning of a new chapter where we are really stepping into our empowered destiny, not our distorted version of ourselves in playing out a destined role. We are now empowered to step fully, straight on, with dignity, grace, and honor into our destined future. And that to me is extremely important. As we start to move into Aries season, we're going to be really aligning our actions with our intentions. Now, your intention is the magnetic frequency that exists between matter. So having your intention aligned with your destiny and taking inspired action in alignment with that grace, dignity, and honor is going to provide these robust, positive outcomes for you. So this is a choice, of course. You get the choice of how you want to approach this, but this is a meaningful step on your future path. And there is the Truth card. I do not believe destiny exists without truth. And protection. I did mention that you are loved and supported by the universe. You are divinely protected, and that protection is enhanced. I just saw money. That protection is enhanced when you are in alignment with your destiny, and you carry that with a frequency of dignity. All right, so that was The Enchanted Blossoms by Carla Morrow. This is the Romance Oracle, The Eye of Zen by Jennifer Walker, Crossroads. There is an indecision. Someone needs to make a choice. This is your choice. Your destiny is your choice, and there is love. We'll put that here. Feelings are real and true, a connection between lovers, a feeling of complete emotional happiness. I feel like that is an energy, well, I can put this over here, that is supported today. This loving energy, this heart center energy. If you haven't checked out the activations, there is a heart center activation on my activations playlist. I have been using that in my practice this week, and it is really helping to help center these energies into something that feels less stressful and more, it's more approachable is the best word I can use. Here's the Hermit. This is about strengthening your spiritual practice. That's Virgo energy, so we have this alignment with this full moon in Virgo. And this is that maturity. This is that responsibility. This is that, moving forward with a mature spiritual outlook. And here we have the Emperor, another major arcana, and that is Aries energy ruled by Mars, and that is mastery. This is all about your moving forward with this mature determination and focus, and really channeling your efforts to where they are needed most in the responsibilities that you are carrying, and how you are doing that with that frequency of dignity, of honor, and also gratitude, my guides are saying, because it's so important to value the trust that your guides, your the divine source, your higher self has placed in you to carry this burden. There is the Ten of Pentacles, though it may be heavy. For some of you, this is a very heavy responsibility, and it is very consuming of your energy, of your time, of your emotion. So you may be dealing with an Aries, or somebody that you may be an Aries. This is a general read, so the energies can be flip-flopped. Could be that somebody you're in a commitment with. Here we have the Two of Pentacles in the reverse. This is not struggling and juggling. You know what this decision, this choice is very easy for you to be able. It's not easy to follow through with the responsibility that this entails, but you already know what is the appropriate choice that has been illuminated for you, especially in these energies where things that are not going to take us to a higher timeline are being dissolved and eradicated out of our energetic space. Here we have the Fool card and the Five of Wands. The Fool card is Aquarius energy, and that is this, it's the new beginning. It's kind of like the first step on your new path with this new level of mastery in managing your responsibilities. And then we have this Five of Wands, and that is Leo energy. And this is where oftentimes our pride can create conflict within us and then manifested in conflict with others, because we feel maybe resentful for shouldering this burden. But there's also this is a lack of maturity here. This is an indication that if your ego is getting a bit triggered today, then it's an area needed for growth. And fives are like meditation is needed. What are you willing to sacrifice in order to move forward with this responsibility? For example, let's say that you have to work overtime at work to finish a project that you're working on, and you really feel as though, there's a little bit, everybody else is going out for drinks, and you feel this, oh, I wish I could, just drop everything. But there's this part of you that says, no, you know what? I know what I need to do. I know this is important to me. I know it is important to others. It is good work that I am doing, and I am going to persevere. I'm going to manage my time well. I'm going to keep my focus and not be distracted. And then the outcome is going to be that not only are you going to, accomplish the goal that you set, but remember, with Jupiter being involved, then we're going to have this expansion, because this is going to, the benefits will expand. And you're doing this through love of self. Like, you don't want to let yourself down. But here we have this crossroads. This is a choice. You're going to be presented with a choice. You're going to know what choice it is you need to make. Do you have the courage to make it, to follow through, and to carry on with grace, dignity, and honor? And there's the Five of Pentacles. These two fives are saying that there's a fear that you may be left out of something if you go ahead and burden this responsibility. This is what this Two of Pentacles is referring to, that you feel like, oh, I'm not going to be able to go out with my friends after work and, celebrate. I still have work that I feel needs to be done, and I feel like I'm going to do it. And I can just feel the energy of how that focus is going to benefit you and overall the organization you're working with, or yourself if you're self-employed, your employees or your family. There's something. It doesn't have to be work related, although I did get Pentacles here. As Ten of Pentacles is Virgo energy, so we have more alignment with this Virgo energy. And that Virgo energy is organizing your time, focusing, getting the job done, taking responsibility. And then I feel like after this full moon lunar eclipse, then you're going to get that blessing, that reward. Queen of Wands. It's more Aries energy. I really feel like we could have, we've got two Aries people here. So you could be dealing with your masculine and feminine being very aligned with taking this inspired action. It could also mean that you're dealing with two fire signs. Could be. Let's pull 3 cards. Okay, there's the Sun card. Leo energy. Lots of fire energy. Lots of action, activity here. And 5 of Cups. And the moon. Okay, they definitely have the moon as the main feature here. And the Virgo energy is very prominent. And then the sun in conjunction with Saturn today, I think is really, it's clarifying how you want to move forward with the responsibilities that you have. Do you want to feel victimized by them, or do you want to feel empowered and trusted? You're trusted. And I feel like this is the crossroads that you're at. There is something that you will have to, we have the sun and the moon here. This is absolutely the eclipse energy. And if you see, this is almost like an eclipse energy there in the moon. You are going to have to deny something, or give up something, or surrender something, or sacrifice something in order to fulfill your responsibility. And that's going to be a little bit tricky. All right, I'm just being called to pull from the mindfulness deck. Right away, I'm seeing gratitude. We've talked about that already in this reading, about being grateful for the opportunity, for the trust. So when I talked about carrying on, I really feel like carrying on with this love energy. Insight is the window through which wisdom enters and confusion exits. Write it down. Start a journal to record memories. Note down lessons learned and cherish the journey you have been on today. So maybe today is a good day to just write your insights. It might be a great day to write a couple of affirmations about how you feel. The way you carry this burden is a sign of your growth, your maturity, your mastery, your focus, your intention to vibrationally communicate with the universe on how you are grateful for the opportunity and the trust that has been placed in you to fulfill this mission, this responsibility, and how you know it is valuable to not just you but to others. And so it is an act of service, which is an act of love. And then this card just kind of stood out. Right, identify 5 things you are really good at. We have a couple of these 5s. Appreciating the tools you have will help you navigate life's challenges. So maybe writing down the 5 things that you feel are really going to help give you this empowered energy to fulfill this responsibility. Awareness is the compass that guides us through the maze of life. And now that you are aware, you now have a choice to make. And today's choice is, how are you going to carry your responsibility? I hope this helps. Please remember to like this video if you found this helpful. If you find these daily videos and guidance and information about the energies you may be experiencing, if this is helpful to you, please consider subscribing to my channel. And also, if there is something that it has benefited you by listening to this reading, or if you would like to share your 5 things that you feel are your strengths that will help you moving forward into this new chapter, feel free to share them. I would love to read them. Now, if you don't want to share them in the comments, feel free to email me at sacreduniontarot@yahoo.com. I would love to hear from you. Thank you for sharing with me. Okay, my beautiful friends, that is the energy of today. I am Elle, wishing you well, hoping you have a wonderful day. And until I see you again, namaste. Thank you so much for your likes, your subscribing to my channel, and your very kind comments. I hope you found this video helpful. Please check out my other videos for other messages that will help you enhance your spiritual well-being. I'm Elle, and I hope you have a wonderful day, and I look forward to seeing you again. Until then, my dear friends, namaste.